My name's Dr Ruth Jepson and I am a researcher at the University of Edinburgh. Specifically, I work in a centre called the Scottish Collaboration for Public Health Research and Policy. And I'm the lead researcher on a project that's going to be looking at the effects of the 20-mile-an-hour zones that some of you will have seen being implemented across the United Kingdom. Specifically, we're looking in Edinburgh and Belfast, but we will be looking at what lessons have been learned across other parts of the United Kingdom. So this is involving quite a lot of other universities and organisations. We're working with Queen's University Belfast, we're working with the Universities of Oxford and Cambridge, Exeter, Bristol. We've also got colleagues from NHS Health Scotland and also from Sestrans as well. So we're quite a big group of people, of researchers that are working together to look at the effects of 20 mile an hour. So we're funded by the National Institute for Health Research, which is a UK funding body, and the funding runs for 3.5 years, so until August 2020. So as I said, many of you will have seen the 20 mile an hour zones in different parts of the country, and Edinburgh and Belfast have just recently implemented these and put in 20 mile an hour zones. Now these zones are the ones that they just include signs and lines, so it's the signs that you see and the lines on the road. It's not about having speed bumps or anything like that. In Edinburgh they're doing it in 4 different places, and it's been rolled out in different parts of the city, and interestingly it's across the whole of the city, it's not the city centre. In Belfast they're just rolling them out have rolled them out in the city centre, so it offers us quite a useful comparison. And then we'll also be looking to see what lessons have been learned in other parts of the country where they have been implemented, but it won't be in as much depth as we'll be looking at in Edinburgh and Belfast. People are very keen to put in 20 mile an hour zones, and it's becoming something that a lot of councils are trying to implement across the country. But actually there isn't a lot of evidence as to the effectiveness of these. And so we're really interested to look at the effects on safety and the number of casualties. So in terms of the severity of the collisions, so is it just slowing people down? Does it reduce the sort of number of collisions, but also the impact of those collisions as well? And does it affect different types of road users differently? For example, car users, cyclists and pedestrians. And we'll also be looking at whether it increases walking and cycling, and also what we call the livability of our community. So it doesn't make the streets more pleasant places to work in and walk about in and be in. So those are the main sort of things we'll be looking at. So we will be looking at those over the 3.5 year period of the study. It is quite a long period that the study is going to take place over, so it's not going to be finished until August 2020. And the reason for that is because we want to collect data a year after all of the 20 mile an hour zones have gone in, especially in Edinburgh. So that will take us up to at least 2019. And the reason for doing this is that we know that things like driver behaviour can take a while to change or to stabilise. And so what we don't know is, do people maybe slow down at first and then go back to their old ways of behaviour? So by looking over a year, we can see what's happened in that year's time and have people started to slow down for a longer time period. So that's why we're doing it over that period of time.